Hello, once again, thank you for tuning in. I still need help. I still need to get this problem sorted. This is part 2 of a video that was started some time ago, and you can see that by clicking the annotation on screen now. But to quickly give you an idea of it, that video demonstrates the problems that were occurring. I was using royalty-free music that has been proven as royalty-free music. One of the companies joining the Content ID program on YouTube has been falsely claiming at that song, a company called Ingrooves, for the artist IB Credible, a rapper, who has used a section of that music straight without any alterations to it as the introduction track on his album Spotlight. I gave links to that in the first video. I mean, that in itself sounds like it must be surely illegal. Since making that video, I haven't let the issue go. Lots has been happening, and I'm here to update you as to what has happened. So let's do this. First things first, I let time pass. That means that I've been reasonable. I've allowed wheels to turn. I've allowed people to catch up with emails, backlogs, to read things. I wrote to Kevin, I believe the surname is actually MacLeod. I was pronouncing it MacLeod. Made him aware of the video. He embedded it on his website. Some of the people watched it on there and came over and commented in support of my video. Then another thing started happening. The first video started receiving comments from people who have been similarly affected. This isn't just me. This is going on. And in fact, even from Ingrooves, but other companies too. Kevin, who is the author and actual real creator of these of this music, asked me to find the physical address of this company Ingrooves, which I promptly did and emailed back to him. He then told me that he's going to be sending some lawyers to write a letter. More time has passed, and, well, they have not ceased and desisted their action. One of the comments on the original video suggested an email address I can try and get in touch with for YouTube, who's been very, very helpful for him in the past, being the YouTube Partner Support. So I emailed them, and what did they get back to me with as a result of my concerns? Well, they said, YouTube have a policy that upon the conclusion of a counterclaim against a copyright ownership claim, they will give the result to me. Well, that's a lie. On any of the videos that have been contested, all that's been happening is the copyright thing has disappeared, but there's been no actual email explaining why that has happened. Did I win? Did the time just elapse? Still, they don't tell me, so YouTube are lying. That is not the process. YouTube Partner Support didn't really want to touch it. So they gave me the email address for, instead, the copyright department. This sounded more like it. This was promising. So I wrote them a lengthy email explaining every possible facet of the situation, linking all the videos that have been similarly affected. The copyright team, they wrote me an email back confirming that they received mine, but did I get an email response? No, actually. No, I didn't. Lots of time passed, and no. Then I started making videos again, and I was successfully getting those with monetized ads on them at last. Because, of course, when they put a claim on and I counter the claim, because it's up there and it hasn't been decided yet and the company won't respond, I can't monetize those videos. And that was starting to happen a bit. But then the company was still claiming more of them. Then I noticed another curious thing. When you start uploading the video, while it is uploading to YouTube, if you fill in the form for monetization, the form is vastly different then to, as you would see it, if you then approach the video after it is uploaded and attempt to monetize it. There are new options. If you do it after you've uploaded it completely, you will see options on like ISRC, specific box for inclusion in the name, the artist, the title, and all these things. However, Kevin has stated on his website that his particular ISRCs for his tracks won't actually cut it in YouTube's own box because they don't seem to register it properly. So he's stated that you just need to put it in the info bar, and that's the best way you can hope that YouTube will register it correctly. But guess what? They don't. You've got that info in there and the company still claim on it. And YouTube lets them. I then found IB Credible's YouTube page and I commented on it explaining, look, you are damaging my potential income. I want you to know that. Or a company called Ingrooves who's doing it in your name at the very least. I then found Ingrooves' own YouTube page and I PM'd them via YouTube explaining and linking to the video saying, look, this is what you're doing to me, stop doing it. You're in the wrong. Here's the proof you're in the wrong. Don't do it. Just to be sure, I went to their website a second time and emailed them a second time as well as I had before previously in the first video. I haven't had any replies from Ingrooves on that matter anywhere, and IB Credible hasn't commented either. More time passed, and I was getting more peeved. So I found a UK number for Ingrooves, tried contacting them, and the phone just rang and rang. I then contacted them on the American number as an international call. I just got through to just a network of a messaging system that leads you round in circles into nowhere. It makes you think you're going to get to speak to someone, but ultimately you need to know the extension of who you want. And there's no way of ever finding anyone's extension. So all you get to do is leave some random message, which I did, on some random person's extension, which it offers you from one of the menu selections for no reason. And I said, look, this is my contact details. This is what's happening. This is what your company's doing. Please respond. They haven't even done that. I stated, look, I'm sure that this is happening as some sort of exterior process, as some sort of like third-party application process. But please just remove the song from your system. It's not yours. Stop flagging it up to the videos for mine and other people's. Getting nowhere here. I rang Google. Well, I tried ringing a YouTube phone number, but you actually get through to Google, of course. And that's an international blimmin' call. And you just go round and round in circles again at Google. You can't speak to anyone specifically about YouTube, about this issue, if you ring Google. No one is accountable. No one is human. No one exists. No one is there to really help you. And all of the YouTube responses I've been getting from any communication I've made are very robotic. And of course, more videos started getting flagged. I started countering them. Then they slowly get cleared, and then I have to go through the process of monetizing them then. But of course, the initial chance of getting monetization on them when they're first out, in that first 24-hour period, is crucial when a video's up, because that's when it's going to get its most views, essentially, from the subscriber module. That's missed. That's gone. So this is really damaging me, just because I'm trying to use a song that I'm allowed to use. And then a really unusual thing started happening. Another of my videos got caught by this IB Credible Ingrooves system, and I hadn't had a chance to monetize it yet. And I noticed it was already displaying ads. And that meant that they'd taken a step further. Not only was it in contest like the other ones, and the other ones didn't have ads on at all allowed to be displayed, but this one, because YouTube had kept ignoring me, because they didn't remove this company from the ID program, or ban them, even though they would ban a user who abused the system, they wouldn't ban a damn company, they have now been allowed to start claiming advertising revenue for their false claim. So they are now actually making money off of it within my video as well. I then emailed the partner program again. I said, look, help me. Copyright department hasn't got back to me. Look, you've got the power to do it. You're YouTube. Use some initiative, please. This is the information. This is the proof. The company's in the wrong. You do something about it. You're human. You can do it, right? And I had an inhuman response. After all of that, the only message I got back from the partner support department was, for more information regarding the content ID, then please contact their department. That was it. They've already advised me within their department. But they didn't want to do that anymore because I'm telling them they're wrong. But no one wants to be accountable. I then recontacted Copyright Department. I wrote them a long email, again, linking videos currently involved in the disputes, explaining, look, this keeps happening. This is an ongoing matter. This is the ISRC number. This is the username of the person who actually owns the music, even on YouTube, K McLeod Music. I even linked to the IB Credible's Amazon download link that shows some potential illegal behaviour, allegedly perhaps. Who knows? Which you can see linked on the first video. All I was doing was asking for help, saying, look, this keeps happening. I've shown you historically that it keeps happening. I've shown you that it's going to keep happening unless you stop this company. I would expect an email back saying, thank you for your email, Robert. We cannot stop this company. We cannot ban them, or we cannot remove this song from the Content ID program. Or, yes, we will do it. Just something definitive, please. Here's what I got from YouTube. Hi there. Thank you for your email. The majority of videos that you posted are live, have not been removed by YouTube, and have no active claims on them. I didn't say they'd been removed from YouTube. Yes, I said they had active claims, but they'd already been removed by the bloody time Copyright got back to me on this. but some of them were still there. They said the majority, so they don't mind leaving some of the minority. It's the same song on all of the videos in that playlist. Why not just bloody ban them all? They're all the same music. Why are you like freeing up some of them and allowing this one to still remain? It's the same music! The email then continues. If you are having trouble playing your videos, please look at our help centre for additional information. That's a bullshit link right there. In regard to the content at da-da-da, your dispute is still pending review by Ingrooves. I explained to them that that's how it happens, that they'll wait the maximum time. I asked them what the maximum time is. They haven't replied to that. They are responding to me like a robot, like an automaton answer, without even taking into account the words I've said to them. I've explained the particular nuances of this problem, and those are being disregarded. Either somebody is too stupid to deal with this problem correctly, or is a robot, or just doesn't care. Still pending review by Ingrooves. I have to wait while Ingrooves decide whether they want to reply, and I never get an email back even though I'm supposed to. I'm asking for help. I'm saying, stop letting them do it. And they're saying, oh, yep, they're going to keep doing it, but we're not going to tell you why or whether we could. And then they finish the email by saying, specifics of the policy applied to your video are in the Content ID Matches section of your YouTube account. Yeah, I go there a lot. Regards, the YouTube team. They've got no regards for me. None. That's the copyright department. That's who I'm supposed to be speaking to, and they're no help. That's it. That's it. It's game over, guys. They won't help me. They refuse to stop this company from doing it, and the company are just going to keep doing it. And they're going to be making money wrongly off of this. So what do I do, guys? Do I allow myself to be bullied and to remove this royalty-free music just because YouTube can't be asked to deal with it, even with the appropriate department that should? Even though I've explained reasons why they should? Who's in the wrong, and given all evidence? And I wake up this morning and find another one of my videos has been caught by them. So that is it. Enough is enough. I realise now that YouTube can no longer function in any sensible fashion. So I'm going to turn to the community. I'm going to ask you if there's anything you can do to try and spread awareness of this, to just show how wrong all of this is. I'm just asking for help. I'm asking for a bit of awareness on this subject. That's all I'm asking for. And even if it doesn't help me, maybe it will help someone suffering similarly later. Maybe it will build momentum and do something for the better